Hello, what is going on? Happy Monday. Super excited, well, kind of excited to be here with you guys. Not that I'm not always excited to be here with you guys, but if you knew what was going on in my life right now, you would be like, oh my God, poor Julie. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Like when it rains, it pours, and literally it was raining from my basement ceiling. And they are on their way to demo and use some serious deconstruction to figure out where this leak is in my guest bathroom. So wish me all the love as they come in about 2 hours to demo my bathroom. Guys, say hey. Say to let me know where it is you're coming in from. And if you are new, definitely drop new so that I can welcome you. Happy Monday to everybody that is tuning in. I'm super excited. A little bit about me. Julie Reynolds here. I'm a licensed professional counselor by trade. So when I'm going to talk about fear over here, know that like what I'm talking about and the steps that you can take to overcome fear in your business come from many, many, many years of training. And so if you've got anybody on your team that has said that a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of fear, a little bit of self-consciousness is holding them back, make sure you share this out. It helps me significantly because I want to be able to help as many people as possible. And so when you share this, know that I don't take it lightly, and I appreciate you sharing it out because it's my goal to help as many people build the life of their dreams as possible. So say hey, let me know where it is you're coming in from. And then I want to know with a number, if you have some fear around your business, drop a 5 in the comments below. Let me know that fear sometimes holds you back in your business. And if I could, I would be hitting like the 5 button, right? We all have it. So definitely make sure you let me know. And then what I want to know is if you feel comfortable, let me know. Was I like move my chair all over here? Let me know, what is the fear? Is it the fear of going live? Is it the fear of success? Is it the fear of failure? Is it the fear of knowing that you, or like the disbelief that you could ever be successful, right? What is that fear that holds you back? And so what we're going to do is we're going to squash that fear. Okay. So first of all, the fear of success. I think the fear of success is bigger than the fear of failure. Honestly, people say I'm afraid to fail. I think people are afraid of success more than they're afraid of failure. That's just my 2 cents over here when it comes to the psychology behind it, because it's like, oh my God, now what? I've had this success. Am I worthy of this success? Am I worthy of being recognized? Am I worthy of being up on stage, right? Or, if I don't try, then there's that fear of failure, right? If I don't try, then I don't have anything to fail, right? So I can say in my head that I didn't give it my all, and then that's okay because it kind of puts a little bit of a cushion underneath our ego that sort of speaks. So let me know. I see fear of success, absolutely. Somebody's coming in from Victoria, Canada. Say hey, I'm failing but not trying harder. Right, exactly. Because you know what? You've given yourself this little bit of a cushion that you could say to yourself, well, I didn't try my hardest, so no wonder I failed. Versus, oh my God, I gave it my all, right? So if you have that fear of failure, let's just talk about it really quickly. You're like, okay, you're going to cushion it just a little bit because you're going to say, I didn't do all that I could have. I could have done a little bit more. Or I let comparatitis get in the way, and so I didn't do everything that I was supposed to do. However, if you fail and you know that you gave it 110%, right? You gave it your all. Does it still suck that you failed? Absolutely. But do you know that you tried your very, very best and that you are proud of yourself for putting 110% effort in? Absolutely, right? So it's about changing your mindset. It's about changing your thought patterns. And that's what fear is. And we're going to talk about it a little bit today. Okay. So tell me in the comments if you are ready to take your business to the top. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments. If you are ready to not let fear bite you in the ass, if you're ready to take it to the next level, I want you to put 1 in the comments because we are going to start escalating our mindset. Okay, so those of you that have been watching me for a while, you probably know that I'm a big believer in, hey Melanie, how are you? I'm a big believer in cognitive behavioral therapy. Okay, I've gone into this a little bit, but we're going to use some strategies today. Cognitive behavioral therapy. And guys, make sure you're sharing this out to people on your team. Tag them in this video, share it out. They need to hear this because we need them to overcome some of the stinking thinking that is happening that's holding them back. Okay, so let's talk about it. Cognitive behavioral therapy is when you have your thoughts and they cause your feelings. Okay, so most people think our feelings cause our thoughts, but it's actually the reverse. Our thoughts cause us to feel a certain way, right? So when we have fear, our thoughts are going to be the impetus for this fear. They're going to be the reason why we're so fearful, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to talk back to our thoughts because we have the control what am I trying to say over here? We have control over our thoughts, okay? The bottom line, we have the ability to control what we think about, all right? How many times have you gone and thought something and then say, I don't like that thought, and you've been able to go and change it, right? That's the ability to control our thoughts, which inadvertently then controls the way that we feel. Okay, so this is my favorite method, all right? It is called the stop it, go method. All right, somebody put stop it, go in the comments, okay? So let's say you are having a fear of going live on social media. I know a lot of times we have a fear of like showing up authentically as us, and we don't feel that we can do the things that we're supposed to do in our business, and we're like, we can never go live because I don't have any value, or oh my God, I'm too ugly, or I'm too fat, or I'm too this, or I'm too that, okay, right? So we are going to use the stop it, go method. And this is where we are going to stop and yell at our thoughts that are going through our heads, okay? So we're going to say, stop it, no, stop it, go. Sorry, stop, I got too many stop it's in there. Stop it, go. So you are talking back to your thoughts and you're telling yourself literally, stop it right now. You stop those thoughts. So you're going to say, stop it, and then you're going to go and do that thing. Okay, you're not going to think about it. You are just going to go and do it, whether it may be doing a live, whether it may be sending that message to your dream team. Maybe it's sending that follow-up message to anybody that's interested in the product or the business or whatever it is. Okay, so you're going to talk back to yourself and you're going to say, stop it, go. And then you're going to go and you're going to press that button. Okay, or do whatever it is. Because what happens is if we continue to think about it, our thoughts are going to spiral, right? And we're going to be like, oh my God, but I can't. Oh my God, but I can't do this. And oh my God, what if they say this? Or what if they say that? And we do the assumptions and the shoulds and the coulds and the woulds, right? We're going to stop that right now. We're going to talk back to ourselves. Okay, drop a 3 in the comments if that's making sense to you. And I want to know, is this something that you can see yourself doing, right, in order to move your business forward? Drop a 3 if you're like, okay, I could do this. Like, this makes sense. I can do this. This is helpful. Okay, 3. So we're going to take whatever that fear is, and you're going to use the stop it, go method. Okay, I see some 3s being dropped over here. I love it. Okay, now, the second thing that you can do, and this is like, so one of the modalities that I used when I was a therapist is I would use cognitive behavioral therapy all the time, but then I would also use EMDR. And does anybody know what EMDR is? If you know what EMDR is, put me in the comments. EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization reprocessing, and it's a fantastic mode of therapy. It helps with trauma, it helps with depression, it helps with anxiety. It's very much a trauma and based therapeutic method. Somebody says never heard of that one. It's fantastic. But basically what EMDR is, and I'm going to just give you like a little bit of like the background, but not give you all of the details. But basically what it is it's having our left and our right side of the brain talk to each other. all right? Because there's there's that big split in between our brains, right? And we have the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of our brain, right? Without getting too scientific over here, right? So what EMDR is it takes the trauma and it moves it from the amygdala, which is our fight or flight part of our brain, and it moves it into our hippocampus, which is the working part of our brain, right? So one of the things that we can do to help calm us down is we can do what's called bilaterals. All right. So somebody put bilaterals in the comments if this is all making sense to you. I know I'm getting a little scientific over here today, which is definitely something that I don't typically do. But put bilaterals in the comments if this is making sense to you. So what bilateral means is it means stimulating the left side and the right side and the left side and the right side. Because what happens when you're doing this simultaneously like this is you're making them talk to each other. You're making the left hemisphere of your brain and the right hemisphere of your brain actually connect. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys this method. So when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling scared, when you're feeling fear, I want you to use what we call the bilateral butterfly hug, okay? And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna cross your arms like this, okay? And you're going to, so everybody see this, and I'm like up by my collarbone right over here, and I'm gonna just go and I'm going to alternate tapping just like this, back and forth, okay? And I'm gonna practice my breathing. So right before you go live, right before you send that message, right before you do that short form video, right before you reach out to somebody, whatever it may be, and you start to feel nervous, you start to have fear, you have to start self-doubt, this is what I want you to do. I want you to try the stop it, go. I want you to do, maybe we do the bilateral butterfly hug beforehand, okay? So these are all different strategies. So you've got to see what works for you. What works for one person isn't going to work for another person. And that's why we have many, many strategies and many, many tools in our toolbox, so to speak, because we don't know what it is that's going to work, right? Somebody might come back and say, Julie, the bilaterals did absolutely nothing for me. And another person might say, oh my God, the bilateral butterfly hug was amazing and it helped me and I was able to go and do this. And so everybody is different. And that's the key, is that we've got to figure out what works for us, right? Somebody might say that stop it, go method doesn't work for me. But Julie, the butterfly hugs, oh my God, it was amazing. And it was so awesome. Thank you so much for that, right? We have no idea until we practice it, okay? So we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go deep breathing. We're gonna breathe in. And that's it. That's the butterfly hug. So maybe you're afraid to press that live button. You're going to do your butterfly hug. You're going to do your breathing. Then you're going to say, stop it, go. Bam, you're going to press that live button. And you're going to do it, okay? You are absolutely going to do it. And you are then going to crush your whatever it is. And then it gets easier, and then it gets easier, and then it doesn't become so fearful anymore. And you can keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. And little by little, you are going to have more and more success in your business. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to have more and more confidence, right? Because we're the confident crusaders. We are overcoming so that we can have the most confidence to reach our business. All right. So that's strategy number 2 is your bilateral butterfly hugs, or we can just say butterfly hugs. It's fine too. Okay. So we've got our stop it, go method. We've got our butterfly tapping method, or our butterfly hugs, right? And then number 3, I want you to write down the true statements. So what are the true statements? I'm going to just use this as an example. Again, I'm going to say the live. I know doing video gives so many people so much fear, so much anxiety, that we're going to overcome that. And we're going to write down the true statements. Okay. So the true statements about going live, right? Because I used to be so nervous to go live. The true statements about going live is, you're not going to die. I promise. Okay. The true statement is that you are going to help you grow your business. So you've got to do it anyways, and you've got to do it when you're uncomfortable. Okay. Now, the other true statement is that If they laugh at you, which I don't think has ever really happened to me, honestly, but that's a fear that we have. If somebody laughs at you, you are never going to know. Okay. And the true statement is that your live could help somebody right now. So we can't be selfish, right? Like, what if this live was able to help somebody so much that then they're able to be home with their babies, or they're able to then go and take a dream vacation because the butterfly hug or the stop it, go method really helped them build their business. That's me being selfish by saying, I'm not I don't have the confidence to go live, right? Like, I can't go live, but what if you could really help and change somebody's life? Isn't it worth it then to be able to overcome some of the fear, some of the self-doubt, right? So that you know that you can help somebody. So those are the true statements, right? I have a message that could help somebody significantly. It's not about me. It's about the people that I can help and the lives that I can change, right? Those are the true statements, right? So I have to stop being selfish and overcome my own fear so that I can then go and do X, Y, and Z, right? Another, I know, story that we tell ourselves when it comes to live is I have no value to give. What do we know about the true statements, right? You're educated. You've been doing this. You've got a passion for X, Y, and Z. You know X, Y, and Z. So you don't have to be an expert, but we can talk about all of the things that you do know because those are the true statements, right? And that's what we need to focus on. Okay, so those are the 3 tips. Let me know with an 8 in the comments. Drop an 8 in the comments if this is all making sense to you, right? If this is helpful, it's making sense to you. If you're going to use one of these 3 strategies inside of your day-to-day life in order to have success and build your business to the next level and the next level and the next level and the next level, right? Because here's the honest truth. You can't afford not to show up. Your dreams, your goals, your mission in life is more important than the fear that you're facing. Okay. And fear is something that we can either talk ourselves into or talk ourselves out of, right? And we want to talk ourselves out of so that we can propel and move our business forward, right? So drop an 8. I see a few 8s. I don't see enough 8s. Drop an 8 in the comment if you've got a strategy that you know that you can use in order to build your business to that next level. Drop an 8 in the comments, okay? This is what I want to hear. And then what I want to know is, which strategy are you going to try? Is it the stop it method, the butterfly method, or the write it down method? Okay, tell me in the comments which method you're going to try first. And here's the truth. You have to try these methods before you're actually feeling the fear. Because what happens is we can let this fear overcome us. But if we practice these strategies right now, when we're not feeling fearful, when we're not feeling anxious, if we can practice these strategies now, they become a tool in our toolbox that our brain can easily pull out very, very quickly in order to propel our business, right? So if you don't practice these things now, they're not going to be readily available when the fear or the anxiety or whatever it is comes and hits you. All right. So I see a lot of you saying, write it down, stop it method, stop it method. Yeah. Choose your poison, try all 3, see which one works best for you, and then marry the process. Okay. Keep practicing it, keep doing it. Again, guys, I hope that this was helpful. If it was helpful, drop a 9 in the comments. Let me know that this was helpful. And if you're brand new to me, definitely make sure you say new, because I've got some resources that we can send over to you to help you with your business. And so just drop new in the comments. Let me know that you're new. Welcome to my world. I come on every Monday doing a training with fans blowing in my kitchen and my daughter in a full arm cast. My dog is at the vet right now getting ACL surgery. So if I can show up through all of this mayhem that is happening in my life right now, you can too. okay? I refuse to let these little bumps in the road in my life stop me from my ultimate goals and stop me from helping you guys create the life of your dreams, okay? I love you guys. I believe in you. Have an amazing Monday, and we'll see you next week. Bye.